Yo, my nigga. Yo, my nigga. Yo, what's up, my nigga? Yo, listen, my nigga. Yo, my nigga. Yo, let me show you something, my nigga, because this is real, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is real about certain things. And then, yo, let me explain something to you. Hold on, my nigga. That's more of your back in the day style before, you know what I'm saying, of certain things. And I just need to let you know. But this is real, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what you need to be acknowledged full of and realize of yourself also. And this is why I say that you don't have friends, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't there's a lot of things, other things going on that people don't know about, and that's really kept sacred a certain type of way. In other, and I'm gonna tell you, in other dimensions and other realms. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my nigga, I just want you to realize this video because there's things and certain people that did certain things, and you never had things a certain type of way for them to be doing certain things like that, and then you out in a you're here in a place. You're here in a place where people not supposed to be doing certain things. I'm not with that Korean educating Japan scene a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say Japan educating Korean and bullshitting the elders through time, and then just trying to cause decoys and have fun and just don't care, and causing stumbling blocks because you're not gonna be in I don't plan for you to be in a wheelchair a certain type of way. I plan for you to probably make love and have sex sooner or later before you decide to go somewhere else if you want, if you feel you need to. You don't need to though, from what I know. But you came to a good place, man. You came to a real good place out here. You know what I'm saying? I was so thankful that you know what I'm saying, and realized that you even, you did certain things that other people didn't realize they should have knew to turn back and go certain other places and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my nigga, I don't need none of your well, I can't say it might not be your fault because you was on social recovery, right? I need you to be a conscience acknowledgement and a conscience of this because I'm speaking to you now. You're on social recovery, right? And you're supposed to be recovering for your mental, and then people supposed to be making sure about that, right? And they're supposed to be taking care because you got to think about there's a couple things because this goes all the way back to Asia. You got to think about because you own other things that you really need to be acknowledged for. Especially in continents, countries, and zones of outer space quadrants and other realms and dimensions and planets and other outer space that other people don't know and doesn't know the education about. You know what I'm saying? And they might know certain things, but they don't know the education the way you're gonna remember and know the education. So you gotta think about, because you got moves to make. You can't waste your time. 44 years. There was things made and done, and the payment of the revenue through time. Because I want you to realize that you're the real Asia and also the real China, Ralph. And the payments that they were supposed to give to China, like all that revenue and all that money that was put out back in the days, from all the products of China, products that were shipped from Asia. Because I gotta speak a certain way. So from Asia to America. So all that revenue and all them products, you where the way you're staying right now, where is the finances for it? Because I'm looking at your situation and wondering why you're just where where is the money for the things that you from for the all, because you're speaking to another point, they minus 70, but I'ma just tell you like this, over 64 years. So where where is that, where is the money for all those products and all that time? And what data system was acknowledged for knowing who you are? Because I already located and know where your chip is inside of you. So what data system was, it was already knowledge for who you were. And who you are really is not who you were, it's who you are and who you still are. So where's all that money? I just hope you think about that, Ralph. Because we're gonna have another type of conversation after I start spraying around that bitch be gone spray. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you need to have another type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? You have to be acknowledgeful about things, even though you wanted things signed and done certain things. But I still have to speak to you to let you know that before I agree to what the things that were signed, and majority of the other things agree also. Which there's something else that wants to continue speaking to you. Hold on. There's something else that wants to continue speaking to you. No, because this is the real individual, so I gotta make sure. So there's something else. No, for real. So there's something else that needs to continue speaking to you, to ask you something and explain something to you. But I just have, me precisely, you know what I'm saying? I just have certain type of questions that I want to ask you for, because you're supposed to be accountable and acknowledgeful of certain things, and you are the real Solomon, you are the real dad of Social Star Trust, you are the real reason that I exist. But then there was things that was done in time, and then this is the reason why people wasn't out here before. So knowing that, because certain things could really happen, and I'm just happy that there's lower levels, like, because you're in the heavens, but on such a high level, but still in the heavens, and other people may not realize that. And they don't worry, they can consume all the food that they want to consume that's just poison to them, because it's not meant for them, it was just meant for you. And this is another thing I want to speak to you about, but I'm going to speak to you about that later on, because that's something that I don't really play around with, especially with people, or people trying to get and interfere and trying to do things. It's just like a shorty that says they want to see you communicating, they want to help, and then they try to do certain things not knowing that I could communicate with you already. And I just let the bullshit happen just to see what they're trying to figure out. And the way that, what I'm saying? Because there's things that we're trying to get at individuals. You got, if people are far from stupid, you know what I'm saying? Where you from, I don't really want to say too much. But you're at the right place. You're at the right place. You own the lands and properties. I can verify that for you also. You do own all the lands and properties. You are the one that built everything. These are things, some of the things that people won't realize that were built before you were even Solomon, and before certain pyramids were even built, and before certain things. But those are things in realms and dimensions that's so concealed that other people can't get to. And then there's other planets and other realms and dimensions, real planets, that other people can't be acknowledgeful of. And then it's only you, because you got to make moves to do certain things. But I still need to know that you're receiving, or you have the requirement order of the report that was supposed to come back, far as tickets, far as finance value and enrichment. So I'm wondering about that. I'm just letting you know, and I love you, and we'll speak another time. And don't get caught up with no funny chick.